is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the WWE Women's Champion, from parts unknown, the Queen. Louisiana, Jeanne.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
Nice quick counter.
Great reversal.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain, top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
There's the cover. 1, 2. That was like 2.5, Cole.
And there's the reversal.
I asked you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules.
I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means the adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself for a bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys. But these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is going to end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got...
Hanging off the ring apron is not where you want to be, and that's why.
It's a tough position to get out of, and it really gives your opponent a chance to work you over.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combos, you got to be careful when you're going up there. You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of fit in them, man. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle. Going up the turnbuckle hurts a heck of a lot less than coming down from the turnbuckle. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner, right?
You know what you should do, Dog Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler, and it could be the king and queen on top of them.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all.
I think he's gonna fly, Cole. You never know what you're gonna find under the ring.
There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. And these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they do it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
Here's your